Ooh, this is the end, my friends. Here we are for the last time once again. Y'all, I can't even remember where I left off at because I done had my. Y'all don't even know what I had to go through right now. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. I gotta wash my face, brush my teeth, wrap my hair, all kind of crap before we go to bed. So, Candiace Dillard and Company. This one's for you. All right. Sorry, y'all. I have to collect myself before I go here because this part of the show, shout out to editing. This was the last part of the segment. It was Candace's segment. She claimed that it had something to do with it was gonna be that last segment, and then it was gonna be the husbands up after that. So what we watched during the husband segment, Nicki Minaj had already came out during that segment, which is interesting intel for me because now I have to go back and watch the husband segment if Candace is telling the truth because we don't have nobody there to say, yeah, that's what happened. That's how it went down. Nicki Minaj had came in at some point during, and then we were done with that, the husband segment was next because we didn't see what time it was for the husband segment. We saw what time it was for Nicki Minaj segment, and it was around 10 something when they broke the fourth wall. Fine, whatever, right? But my point is, we didn't. I just have to go back and watch the husband segment because I need to see Chris's attitude, especially after you was caught hot micing and your ass was down to the motherfucking hidden camera showing how you wasn't really giving your wife what was supposed to be gave during that moment. But we're gonna get into all of that, y'all. Let's get to it. Let me put this out. So when it comes time for Candace's turn, right? And Candace, I'm gonna start off by saying I ain't never forgave your ass for Monique leaving. I ain't never forgave your ass for Monique leaving. You can take the y'all fans, y'all Candace fans, y'all can take that however y'all want. But Candace, I ain't never forgave you for Monique leaving, and that's just that on that. Moving on. Nikki begins her segment with Candace by, bringing up Candace's music career. Now, mind you, throughout the night, Candace been mad annoying. You were so excited Nicki Minaj was there. You was speaking when you shouldn't have been speaking. You called yourself trying to check Nicki on behalf of Ashley when nobody was asking you for that. Okay, it's just like that Robin situation. Candace, nobody is talking to you. Yes, we had a moment where Nikki had to, tell Karen, like, excuse me, ma'am. It's only one grand dame up in here tonight, and it's not you, it's moi. But nonetheless, we could tell that Nikki likes Karen. You, not so much. I'm not going to do the dramatic pause. It's very important to be likable in that industry. You can sing, you can dance, you can do whatever the fuck you want to, but you have to be likable, Candace. And Nikki has a very high fan base. I don't have your self-proclaimed moment that won't last any more than 5 minutes. But please understand, if you are in a position to do what it is that you want to do, because this is what you're telling us you want to do, you're telling us you want to sing. You're telling us you want to be an artist. So why would you sit in front of someone who is so influential? We're going to get to it. So we start off with the questions because Nikki just has to deliver the questions that the people want to know, right? But we had to take it a step farther. It wasn't the fact that we're asking these questions. The questions really don't matter. For Candiace in this moment, the questions, who gives a fuck about the questions? You were supposed to ace these questions with flying colors. Certain shit you couldn't help. Nikki turns to the girls and she asks a question. And the question that she asks is, before you even hear the music, before you know what I'm saying, based on where we're at now, where would you place Candiace right now? And whatever the answer is for some of the girls doesn't matter. The two things that mattered is what Mia said and what Karen said. Mia, coming from again, editing, because I'm sure the girls said wonderful things, but we only focused on what was important. Was Candiace, was Mia being the lowest supporter and Karen being the highest. Mia says, I thought I was going to be at a -2. Candiace, she's like coming from a place of hateration. So she paid it dust. She paid it. Karen was like, oh my God, I give it a 9. Like, I give it, she didn't want to give it 100% because she didn't want to be fake. But at the end of the day, like, it was a homage. I am, one of your bigger supporters. It is what it is. And Nikki wanted to test that theory. So, bro, before you even hear any of the song, whatever, before you become a part of the video and all that, what do you feel? And, she's telling you this song, or you hear it, da da da. What do you think it's going to chart at? And Karen says, in that respect, I'll give it a 5, which is fair, which is saying you're halfway there. If I'm a friend, we're friends, right? That was my way of shrugging you're halfway there, bitch. It is what it is. Candiace, then the seat gets hotter. Because we started off lukewarm, right? What do you girls think? Oh, a -2. Oh, I give it a 9. Oh, whatever other girls have to say in between. And then we start talking about numbers. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, where's this going? Because it is starting to seem a little uncomfortable from where I'm sitting, because I am not an artist that is pitching myself to be an artist. You're independent, Candiace. You're independent. And let's be honest, you would want to be signed. Period. And maybe not. Maybe you can take it to the Beyonce level. Maybe you don't want to be at Beyonce level. Maybe you want to be at India.Arie level. I don't know, but we're going to get to it. So anyway, you guys. So, she poses the question, where did you chart? Because someone had mentioned that, she's doing really well. We had made mention of the auto-tune. Fine. Candiace was very clear. It's for artistic measure. I appreciate the art of auto-tune. It wasn't an Ashley thing where we don't know what that will sound like live. It was what it was. Gave what it needed to give. Candiace can sing. Candiace can sing for real. And she can take it to the next level. But are you ready to take it to the next level? Are you only ready? Are you not prepared? Candiace, you need to be prepared, not ready. Anybody can be ready. Bitch, I'm ready right now. But am I prepared? And that's another story. And let's get to it. We're going to get to it. So once she asks the questions about where she charted, how she charted, where you were at on iTunes, where you were at on Billboard, both of those were impressive numbers. Some of you might have been looking for Nikki to validate whether those were good numbers or not. Those numbers were nothing to sneeze at. She's doing very well. trust and believe she's doing very well. I trust and believe she's doing very well, considering. Um, with that being said, I know Nikki didn't give much for the fans to go on. She didn't really say neither nor here nor there, whether it was good numbers, and that wasn't the point. Nikki was shopping. And that's what you stupid asses need to understand. She was shopping. So let's get on and let's get into it. So the next question, after I asked you what your colleagues feel about you, I wanted to know what your numbers look like, because that lets me know what the fans feel about you. Album sales, you did over a little bit over 20,000. Your what should be a single, and I hope it's a single, Drive Back, did over 1 million. You did good. You did good. Some people couldn't do that on their best days, so you did good. So then here comes the drum roll. Here comes the plane landing, right? Nikki says, if I had my own record label, which I do, bing, my ears went completely up. I'm listening hard. If I had a record, this is Nicki Minaj talking, by the way, in case y'all didn't remember. If I had a record label, which I do, how would they sell you to me? Like, what will be the, we want to know what the bullet points and the focal points are, right? And Candiace gave an answer that I would give to a bitch who was sitting across the stage from me, who was trying to be on the same show that I was on and all of that, right? We know that Nicki Minaj's fame has completely surpassed yours. I mean, in different states, cities, countries, regions, and what so forth, demographics, and so on. So it ain't about that. It's about, Candiace, you had one time to shoot your motherfucking shot, and you bricked. You bricked, my Miss Mamas. You bricked. Now, had it been me, and I'm looking for I'm looking to sell songs. Fuck looking for a record label or a record deal. I'm looking to sell songs. Nicki Minaj backing? Are you crazy, Candiace? That was your moment to be like, I would say what anybody else would say. First of all, once you look at her work, you'll know that she's serious. You understand that I can sing beyond an auto-tune or any of that. And then I can dance. And I am a pageant girl. I can take a picture. The camera loves me. I would be selling myself. And Candiace, what was you over there selling yourself under the motherfucking river? That's what you was, if you was selling anything. Candiace, you had one shot. A Nicki Minaj backing, signing you, even if she signs you as an independent artist, and you just pay your dues and whatnots and what for. She did the same thing. That's what a Young Money